So the other night, we had a massively stressful evening that's going to lead to the subject matter of this video. Come on, kiddos. Come on. Come on, kids. Everybody come running. Every evening we let these chickens out into the yard like I just did. Come out, run around, forage a little bit, just have some freedom and some time out and get some grass like Layla's doing right here. Grass, clover, whatever. It's just good for them. And I was out here. I was actually going to go just randomly throw some lettuce seeds into a spot before it rained real bad the other night, just to let them wash down. And I had it over here in these bushes, right, those bushes right there. Had a little motion, and I saw a raccoon tail. Horrible scenario to have chickens out in the yard and a raccoon in the bushes. Okay, and it just very rare. First of all, by the way, the raccoon would be out at this time of evening. Okay, first, it's very rare. But it was just real big old monster raccoons sitting in there, and normally the chickens know it and they sense it. They freak out. You know, there was a couple of them were on edge a little bit, but the freak out wasn't really there, which is kind of cool because they were okay. They were okay. We had this Premier One fence set up that, and even though it's not turned on, electrified, it was still okay. But no matter what, get the chickens down there. Jason, go in, get the trap. You see the trap sitting over there. You know, try to bait it with some marshmallows this way, trap a raccoon, and just do what you can, take care of the chickens, right? But anyways, didn't get it trapped. My point is this, though, that raccoons are the #1 predator for your chickens in a suburban area. Okay, you think about predators for chickens. You think about a coyote, a fox, a hawk, things like that. But some people don't realize that raccoons are extraordinarily lethal to your chickens. So, like, what are all the main predators you should watch out for, and how do you prevent them from being an issue, right? That can be the question, and with a lot of new chicken owners, that's something that you need to figure out before you're forced to understand that there's a problem there, because nothing worse than waking up and coming out to 15, 20 bloody dead chickens, I might add. Just a massacre, which if a raccoon gets in our coop, could very easily happen. But so in suburban areas, what I would say is your #1 predator was certainly a raccoon, without a doubt. #2 predator might be your neighbor's dog, just to be real with you. A chicken hawk, it's not really, there's no such thing as a chicken hawk, but a hawk, if they can get into your run coop, or if you let your chickens free range in your backyard, very good possibility that's a problem. A fox could be a very good one if they can get in. One you don't think about is a skunk. A skunk can lay waste to some chickens, and they'll just tear it up, eat what's in its crop, and be done pretty much. They don't eat the chicken itself. It's very crazy. But a skunk certainly be a problem. And if you live near water, minks and weasels most likely you don't have them unless you live near water, like a creek or something. But certainly minks and weasels as well. Possums could be, not necessarily. They kind of are too lazy to kill chickens, but they can kill chickens without a doubt. Unless I'm leaving something out, that's probably about it. But your main issues are going to be a raccoon and your neighbor's dog. So how do you prevent that? In your run, it's always good to have hardware cloth, at least on the bottom, 12 to 18 inches of your run. So we'll start here. Hardware cloth, good thick. When we first put it in, we put it in with these things here. I forgot what they're called, but they're nails or staples, but you'd have to nail them in. A little blurry. But hardware cloth is a must, okay? So a good barrel lock is an absolute must, and preferably one that has a spot for a padlock or something to go in there. Hardware cloth on your windows as well. This is double paned thick hardware cloth. These are really small in here, really small mesh holes in here. Very important. Secure doors. Secure doors is an absolute must. Secure roofing is a big deal. All right, and if anywhere you have these locks at, or any kind of lock, use some form of padlock, or use we use like a little spring-loaded carabiner, right, to put in there, because the raccoon can operate a lock and can operate a hook like just a one-step system. But if it's a two-step process of trying to bend and then do this, and or do a slide down lock, barrel lock, they really can't do that. If they can, it's a very rare scenario. So it's good to have the barrel lock plus a carabiner or something like that to hold it in, to where it really can't get it open. And even if like you have the place where you can rob the nest box from the outside without having to go in, you need to make sure that nest box trap door is locked up just like that. That is an entry point for a raccoon to get in. They will certainly do that. So secure the roof, secure the doors, secure the windows, hardware cloth, right? And now for a dog, biggest thing you can do is make sure it can't dig under anywhere. A solid floor, by the way, you need to have a solid floor no matter what. If you have a solid floor in your chicken coop, that's a lot of safety measures taken care of right there. Nothing can dig up and under. But you want to make sure that a neighbor's dog or a coyote, I didn't say coyote earlier, goodness, coyotes are a problem everywhere, but gotta make sure that they can't dig under and get in that way. Okay, so secure the ground, secure the door, secure the ceiling, the roof, right? Secure the wire. Makes a lot of sense, right? Those are the things you can do to take care of these predators, and those are the predators you got to watch out for. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. My name is Jason. This is Art of Creation Homestead. We love y'all. God bless you and goodbye.